It's Black Rainbow. For those of you who didn't know, I am moving out. Wait, oh my god. That actually sounds like a really good sort of opening line. Hey guys, it's Black Rainbow. For those of you who didn't know. I'm using that. Every time I come onto YouTube, I'm going to use that. Yep. That was a good mistake.
Anyways, Black Rainbow, how do you like the name? Because I made the decision to change it really quickly. I felt like it wasn't really good to change it very quickly, but I did it. I was talking to people and I was like, why can't we just have a world filled with rainbows and smiles and sunshine? And I was like, black rainbows, of course. And I was like, hey, Black Rainbow. I really like that. And because I want to sort of depersonalize my YouTube channel, because I don't want it to have my legal name or anything, I decided to change it to Black Rainbow. So yeah, tell me what you think of it in the comments. Also, it turns out it's one of my friend's stripper names, but whatever. Well, yes, for those of you who didn't know, I have moved out of home. And I have a big rant to say. A big rant. I'm actually going to read from my phone because I wrote in like a secret group. Shh. Because I don't want to miss any points. I want to get it all out there. And yeah, I don't want to miss any of it. Here's the post. It's like massive. So I'm just going to read that out. This is my first moving out experience. Also, it's New Year's Eve, so if you hear like bang, bang, bang out there or whatever, it is a fireworks. And if I'm shuffling around on my seat, it is because there is a cat behind me and it's clawing my butt. Stop. Bad kitty. Go to sleep. So I have to kind of sit on the edge of my seat. Stupid kitty.
I'm actually so freaking exhausted. This carpet was like stuck onto there, and that is like the most heavy thing I've ever tried to lift. In other news though, I am basically all packed and ready to go. Oh yeah. So my thumbnail just snapped off. Lovely. Trying to get this stupid clip on this makeup case. Just vacuumed all my carpet and put down my rug, which does not go well with everyone. Gross. My bed from where my computer is to over here, behind the door. I really like sort of enclosed areas, but the problem is I like to have my computer next to me when I'm in bed and there is no space there. It's covered. There's a little bit of unpacked stuff. Sea of stuff. It's 2:30 AM. I just got this massive spider in a bucket, and usually I'm exaggerating, but it was like that. My housemates are out, they've gone for like a walk, and they can deal with this when they get home because I hate spiders.
Before I start, I should have some tea because everyone in my house is sick and I am getting sick. I feel like I'm getting sick, my voice is going a bit funny. So this is like lemon, honey, ginger, and that's it. Oh, I can't drink that. I can't drink that. That is terrible. That ginger is very, very strong. It's like burning my throat. It tastes disgusting. I put 2 spoons of sugar and honey in it, so it's so sweet. It's like the most disgusting blend of sweet and bitter I've ever put in my mouth. That is just... Okay, so I've recovered from that disgusting tea. Now let's talk about these disgusting landlords. It just clarifies some points because I don't want to miss any points in the video and there are a lot of points to cover, so let's begin. I'm just going to read for now. Alright, you. So, a lot of you know I recently moved out of home. Now, the place we moved into is a beautiful old house. We all really like it, but the mistake we made was not clarifying everything with the landlords. We used an ex-tenant as an intermediate person. So, okay. What's happened is we've moved everything from our places into this house. It looks beautiful. My room is set up beautifully. My roommates set up their room beautifully, and the kitchen and the hallway, it all looks nice and it's clean. I'm going a bit ahead. Hold on. Where am I? Before we set up, the landlords, who are an old German couple, they're about 70 years plus, so I think they're a bit senile. I'm not even kidding, because goodness me. They just walked into the house at 9 a.m, I believe it was. I heard them knocking. I woke up to the knocking, but I was like, who on earth is knocking that loud at this time of the morning? I'm like, I don't even know. And they just let themselves in and they walked in. Okay, they were yelling out if anyone's home. My housemate went out there and spoke to them. They were asking where the previous tenant was. She said they moved out to Sydney, which is, what they've told us. The landlords are going on about the house is messy, and my friend was saying, we have just moved in. This is not mess. We haven't had time to unpack. So obviously there are going to be a few boxes around. Now, that's what happens. You move house, you have boxes everywhere until you unpack and make it look nice. Thing is, they didn't know that we were moving into this house. They didn't know we were moving in here permanently. They thought what this guy had told the landlords was that he was going to Sydney and then he was going to come back at the end of the start of February, and he was going to renew his lease. That's what he had told the landlords. What he told us is that we are on his lease until February now, and then he is going to permanently be in Sydney, and then we're going to take over his lease. That is not the case. That was not his plans. There's just so much to talk about. Alright, so she told them they moved to Sydney. The landlords are going about the house is messy still. We just had to keep clarifying, we've just moved in. And they were confused because they thought we were supposed to be guests looking after the house while he's gone. That is what he told them. So they were freaked out that there's all these boxes and there's all this stuff, because they're like, why do these people have all of this stuff in this house when they're only looking after it for a month? That's their mindset. Which is fair enough, but we're not the ones that have done this. He is the one that has, lied, and whatever his motives are. So, okay. Them being the old senile selves kept going on about the mess, saying we have to get out of the house. Goodness me. Okay. My friend ended up convincing them to give us a trial here, to show that we're good tenants, and, make a deal that we would call them in a couple of days. We're going to clean, unpack, and make it all look nice and show that we are, nice tenants. We are. I mean, it's a New Year's Eve. Where are we? We're sipping tea. Come on. We were up until 4 a.m. last night doing that. Well, I was up until 4 a.m. And they were literally up all night. They stayed up all night because they were cleaning so much, and they didn't want to go to sleep because there was only a couple of hours, and if they went to sleep then it was going to be hard to get up. Oh, have I missed something? Hold on, I think I've missed something. That is why I'm supposed to be reading this. Later that day, the day when they come over and they barged in, later that day we got a voice message saying that they want to come and speak with us tomorrow, which is today, at 10 a.m. So I was up and ready. They So obviously, like I just said, they stayed up all night because if they went to sleep, they wouldn't have been able to get up and, you know, make themselves presentable. So all night they've been up cleaning, making this look beautiful, and they've done a good job. The house looks full and very nice. After that, 10 a.m. rolls by, house looks wonderful. Then we get a call from the previous tenant, the guy who has, you know, lied to us and fucked all this up. We didn't know about the lie. Like, at the moment, we didn't know about it. We were just like, what on earth is going on? Why don't the landlords know about this like the tenant said they would? He said the landlords knew everything and they were okay with it and it was all fine, but it wasn't. So the tenant called and he said that he's spoken to the landlords and the appointment is cancelled. And we have to leave by February. Because he bullshit them a little bit. Oh Jesus Christ. Okay, so what he had said to the landlord was not coherent with what we were being told. He told them he's coming back in February to sign a new lease with them and that we were guests under his lease, just looking after the house and paying rent until he got back. What we were told was that we were going to stay on his lease for the last month. It's still valid because it has to be either renewed or someone else picks it up on, you know, February. That's when his lease ends. So yeah, we were going to stay for this last month and take over his lease, and then when it ended, we were going to sign a new lease with the landlords. I'm shaking a little bit because this is all so fresh and I'm so annoyed. We literally just moved all this stuff in here. Oh God. Okay, he assured us that this was all clear to the landlords and that this is what was happening. But that is not what he told the landlords. So obviously, when they come over unannounced, they were, you know, shocked and confused to see so many boxes because apparently we're only supposed to be here as guests looking after the lease until February. That's, you know, I have said that before. Why he told that lie, I do not know. I feel like the only reason it could be is that he goes under our noses, says we're signing a lease and he's moving to Sydney. Everything is all good and there's fireworks. Aww. That's beautiful. Oh no, Kitty's getting scared. It's okay, Kitty. It's okay. Oh, my baby. Okay, it's solved. Okay. Goes under our noses, says we're signing a lease, he's going to Sydney, everything's good. But the only reason I can see for these lies is that that wasn't the plan at all. He wanted people to take over the house, clean up his mess, pay rent, and then come back from Sydney in February and kick us out. I can't see any other reason why he would do this. You know, unaware that he's moving back, kick us out. It's really the only explanation. Why else would you do that? Okay, so the guy lied to my friends and I and the landlords. He didn't count on them coming to the house randomly and exposing all this confusion because apparently they never come to the house because, you know, they're old and apparently they're very hands-off landlords. They don't really come to the house, they don't do much. So he wasn't counting on them coming to the house. I guess it was his unlucky day and, you know, our bad luck as well, but I'm glad we found out now and we're not just homeless when he comes and decides to kick us out. So that is a plus, I guess. A plus amongst the minuses. Okay, so the landlords don't want us here apparently. They want the previous tenant to come back, clean the house for the end of his lease and then go. And they go find new tenants. What they don't seem to get through their fucking mind is the fact that we cleaned this house. He left this house in a fucking mess. A pigsty. There was like cans everywhere. Now, okay. He asked if we want him to leave things like in the house, furniture-wise and stuff. And we just said leave everything because you know, they had a 1-bedroom apartment, and I had 1 room. So I was like, okay, you can leave it furnished because, you know, we're gonna need a bit of extra furnishings. So when we said leave everything, he must have think leave everything, because he left beer cans everywhere. He left like cigarette butts on the carpet. He left freaking all this food in the fridge, like so much stuff. It looked like it just hadn't been cleaned. Like people just went out in the middle of the day and that was how it was left. They don't seem to get it through their head that he left it in a mess and we're the ones that cleaned it all. We are the ones that made it look fucking beautiful, and that lying asshole is not getting his full bond back for how clean this house is when he does not deserve a fucking penny of it because he didn't do a thing. He didn't do a thing. And lied to all of us, so, you know. Alright. So the situation now is we have to have everything out by February into a new place. So we're looking for another house now. We're also looking for someone to move in who could use like, you know, a month of cheap rent and, you know, all of that stuff because we kind of need a bit of extra money. We certainly need a bit of extra money because, you know, we're obviously quite angry at the previous tenant. We've told him that he is to pay for removalists for us because we did all the moving of everything on our own just about a week and a half ago. Okay. With the help of family, like one of our friends' family helped us. Her grandfather had a trailer and we done like a few loads and that is how we done this. So yes, we've said we're not going to do that again because it's not fair on us, it is not fair on them. Not happening. So yeah, we're also going, he said that he was going to do that. He said he was going to pay for a removalist and I really hope he sticks through with that because if he doesn't, it's just, oh goodness me. What a mess. Alright, let's continue. So yes, wouldn't be fair on us, wouldn't be fair on them. We're also going to ask for his bond. Or at least a big chunk of his bond because, well, seeing as he basically made 3 people homeless, including a fucking 16-year-old girl, like, because of his lies, his hidden motives, and also seeing as he left this fucking place as a mess for us to clean up, we cleaned it all up. So he's not entitled to that bond in the slightest. I really think that we should get it because we are not made of money. We don't have the money to, as a fucking week after, save up money to move out again because of his shit. We are all under 25. I'm not getting any money right now. They were covering my rent. So this is just absolute bullshit. Anyway, he's not entitled to that. He is paying rent right now. He was going to pay up until the 10th of January because of all the mess and the fact that he couldn't hire a cleaner because he had to go to Sydney so soon and so he didn't have time to hire a cleaner. Yeah. Now he'll be paying the rent until his lease is over, which is, you know, early February. So we're technically here as guests. We have no obligation to look after the house or anything. Anything that happens is on his back. So yeah, there's a couple things that could happen. He could stop paying rent, he could lose contact, and get us put on the street now. Which would obviously not be very good. So, you know, he'd lose his bond and everything. If he's willing to do that, then that's a bit dangerous for us. Or he could keep paying rent until we get into another place and give us the bond he gets back for all this bullshit. You know, we claimed that he doesn't deserve that bond. Because, you know, it costs a lot of money to move. We just did it. We're nowhere near prepared to move again. We can't do it. So yes, if all goes to plan, we'll find somewhere to move into. the rent is continually paid up till February, in which time we can save a bit of money, and hopefully he has an ounce of compassion and follows through with like the removalist thing and, you know, gives us that bond because we really need it. If he doesn't follow through with that, if he doesn't agree to give his bond that he doesn't deserve, well, let's just say he's not going to get much of that bond back. I will make sure of it, okay? We will take a pleasure in assuring that that is not the case. It's not going to be the case. I won't say any more. I did write more, but I'm not going to. Either way, we're making something good come out of this. Hopefully it is a blessing in disguise. Hopefully. All of us would actually love to move interstate. Like we've spoken about this, we'd love to move interstate. I personally am absolutely fine to just sell everything, sell all my bulky stuff, like everything, and just take my essentials, get on a train and just go do it. I'm completely happy to do that. But the thing is, I think we could do that. We could do that. But my housemates, on the other hand, can't. Can't do it at this point in time because of some personal reasons and, you know, university and stuff. They, you know, want to continue with studies, so that is not an option. Hopefully in the near future, hopefully. So, yeah. That is the situation of current, and what a fucking mess, am I right? What a mess. And I'm really upset about it because this house is so nice. Like, I have a nicer place to film. Like, look at this. This is so much better than usual. Like, isn't it? How much better is this? So, I'm really upset that we have to do this, but have to do what you have to do. Again, hopefully it's a blessing in disguise. Happy New Year. Happy fucking New Year. But just quickly before I go, I'm gonna film my HRT update in, like, now because, yeah, it's easiest to do it now. And also, I'm not sure when these videos are going to be uploaded because we don't have internet connected here yet. We're actually borrowing the neighbour's Wi-Fi. We went over there and we asked him if, you know, we could borrow it until ours is up and running, which is going to be in about 10 days, and then we have to move it again straight away. No, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so we've asked, so we're borrowing that Wi-Fi, and I don't want to, you know, he's been really nice to us, and I really don't want to abuse that privilege of using that Wi-Fi and to upload YouTube videos, especially like this long one. It's been like, 20 minutes. So, yeah. Sorry. I don't know when I'll be able to get it uploaded, but I'll try my best. Thanks for watching. Bye. She killed herself. She jumped in front of a truck. It's really hard to think about.